Tell me how you feel. I chose not to answer him and walked out, but I couldn't stop thinking about him. A few days later, Candace and her friends were having a pool party, and I went out to serve them drinks. I saw Julian was with them, and one of the girls was literally all over him. The sight made my blood boil. I slammed down the tray and turned to Julian. "Excuse me, sir, but can you please come to the kitchen for a moment? I need to show you something." He looked confused and followed me. "What is it?" I grabbed a tray and tapped it on his head. "Stars. Can you see them?" "I can only see a jealous girl, but you're the one who told me we won't work, Stellar." "So that's it. Now you suddenly don't have feelings for me? You're just a player, Julian. One day you're kissing me, the next day you're flirting with some—" Just then, he gently pushed me against the wall and kissed me. And this time, I kissed him back. I couldn't stay away from him anymore, and we began dating in secret. We started sneaking out at night and driving around, and we had the best nights of our lives. But then one day, he looked at me seriously and said, "I'm tired of seeing you secretly, Stellar. I just want to let the world know that I'm dating an amazing girl like you. But I'm just a maid, and I'm sure it will be a huge problem with your family. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'll find a way. I just need you to trust me." "I do trust you." A week later, Julian's dad came back from abroad, and Mrs. Branson held a huge party for him. During the event, I looked around for Julian, but he seemed way too busy with his guests and didn't look my way once. I didn't think too much of it, until Mrs. Branson stepped on the grand staircase in the hall and asked for everyone's attention. "Since we're all gathered here tonight, I can't wait to share some amazing news. My son Julian and our business partner's daughter, Casey, are engaged. Cheers to the lovely couple." I stared at Julian in complete shock as he joined his mom, with the girl who'd been flirting with him by the pool. And he looked so happy. How could he do this to me? Feeling dazed, I was leaving the room in tears when suddenly Candace stepped in front of me with a smirk. "Oh, I warned you. You're not his type. Not every Cinderella gets her Prince Charming." Just then, I turned red with rage. I was still holding a tray of appetizers, and I slammed it in Candace's face. Everyone gasped and stared at me, and I left as fast as I could. I ran back to our cottage and started packing our things. "We have to leave, Mom." "But why? What's happening, sweetie?" "I can't stay here. Not another minute. We'll be thrown out anyway, so we might as well go ourselves." I cried as I told her everything, and she started helping me pack. As the cab drove us away from that mansion, Mom took my hand. "We should have left years ago, but I was too weak. I just let us suffer without doing anything. What will happen to us now?" "No, Mom. You're so strong for putting up